Dr. Hemnath, who is a consultant from my hospital. I'm happy that he is with me 2 years now, both husband and wife urologists, Dr. Soundarya and Dr. Hemnath. He did from Madras Medical College, which is prestigious institute, and he got the gold medal in the last year. And he presented papers and videos in national conferences. He will be talking on the basics like energy sources in laparoscopy. Over to Hemnath.
Thank you very much, sir.
Have you optimized?
Yes, sir, I have optimized, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. I thank my mentor, Dr. Chandramohan, sir, and Aravind Ganpule, sir, for giving me this opportunity. And nowadays, we are seeing all the advanced urological surgeries being performed laparoscopically thanks to the advanced energy sources at our arsenal. So I have no conflicts of interest to disclose. And the importance of fire and heat in treating diseases was quoted way back in 400 BC by Hippocrates. So electrical surgery, electrical energy in surgery started using in the early 1980s, and surgery that we are using now is nothing but a very high frequency alternating current that is applied to the tissue so that the tissue gets heated up and with the desired results, cutting, coagulation, fulguration, desiccation, and etc. So once that tissue temperature rises above 50 degrees Celsius, we get irreversible cell damage. But when it rises more than 100 degrees Celsius, we get undesired effects such as HR formation, charring of the tissues, which is not desirable. And all the advanced energy sources at present produce the desired effects less than 100 degrees Celsius. So endpoint of all energy sources that we use is the heat. So how it is generated, that depending on that, we classify the energy sources. Basically, as simple generators are monopolar and conventional bipolar systems, advanced bipolar systems, and ultrasonic devices. So monopolar system is the very basic and most commonly used till now because of its versatility, ease of use, and the cost issues. This circuit, we all know that the current goes through the electrode and reaches the tissue, and the tissue gets heated up and produce the desired effects, and the current returns to the returns through the return plate, that is patient plate. When you give the current in continuous waveforms without any interruption, the tissues get heated up rapidly so that the cells burst and we get cutting effect. Whereas when you interrupt those electric waveforms, then you get a coagulation effect because the cells have time to cool down. Then we get the hemostasis effect. When you combine both these, that is called blended current, we get cutting as well as coagulation. The disadvantage with basic disadvantage with monopolar system is that there is a lot of lateral spread of thermal energy, producing a lot of undesirable effects. So that is it is overcome by bipolar system, where the current goes through a limb and it returns through the other limb of the bipolar. So that the current is concentrated in that area, the lateral spread is reduced to some extent, and no patient plate is required. The coagulation is effective. But the disadvantage with conventional bipolar system is that it takes longer duration for sealing effect, and there is still a lateral spread, and charring occurs, and HR formation sometimes occurs, which is not good. So these are overcome by the advancements in the bipolar system, like the ligashore by the Covidien, which is nothing but a bipolar current with a very good feedback mechanism. The machine assesses the impedance offered by the tissue, and it stops the current once there is effective coagulation happened. And it is inbuilt with a blade which can effectively cut the tissue. So this is very good sealant without producing much HR formation, and 7 mm of vessels can be reliably coagulated. Next, we have the PK system by the Olympus Gyrus, which is nothing but again a bipolar system with a plasma kinetic energy production at the tip. It has a strong jaws and cutting effect, but the feedback mechanism which is available in LigaSure and NSeal, that is not available in this PK system, but still it is a very good dissector and very good vessel sealant. Up to 7 mm of vessels can be easily coagulated. Then we have this NSeal, which is again a bipolar system with a novel technology of uh, nanoparticles which are embedded in the jaws of the instrument. These nanoparticles are thermosensitive. They sense the impedance of the tissue, and they are temperature sensitive, so that they align and disalign themselves, and thereby having a feedback mechanism how much current to pass through the tissue to effectively coagulate it. This also effectively coagulates 7 mm of vessels, and it is very good vessel sealant, and you can have a one-shot coagulation and cutting, and you also have articulating limbs with the NSeal. So till now we have seen bipolar systems which are basically radio frequency current converted to heat energy at the tissue level. But whereas in this ultrasonic system, you have electrical energy being converted to mechanical energy at the shaft of the instrument by the piezoelectric crystals, and the mechanical energy is transferred to the tissue. Here you can see the active jaw which vibrates at 55,000 times per second, so that it produces heat and the tissue effects happen. It's a very good dissector and not a reliable not a reliable vessel sealant, but very user friendly, and it's a very precise and fast dissector. So we have seen using one side left hand instrument as bipolar and a fast dissector like harmonic or monopolar instrument on the right hand side. The Olympus company, they have come out with Thunderbeat, which incorporates both the systems in a single instrument, the Thunderbeat, which has a vessel sealant property with advanced bipolar problem with the Thunderbeat is that the cost issues and the reusability issues. So the organ beam coagulator is nothing but a monopolar electrode with organ gas. The organ gas conducts the electricity to the tissues. You can coagulate the superficial structures over a wide area, and it also displaces the blood so that the monopolar energy can be transmitted effectively to coagulate the vessels. So there are a lot of studies comparing these energy sources. Basically, there is no significant difference between the advanced energy sources in terms of burst pressure, sealant effect, lateral thermal spread, and the blood loss and the operating time. So to summarize everything, you have harmonic scalpel, which is a very good dissector, poor vessel sealant, but very user friendly and excellent reusability properties. On the other hand, you have bipolar energy sources, which are very good vessel sealant, but very poor dissectors, and reusability issues are also there. And you have Thunderbeat, which is a combination of both, but cost and reusability is the issue. So all these energy sources are basically producing heat, and we should be aware of all these side effects, especially the defective insulation, direct coupling, capacitive coupling, and exit site burns with the monopolar systems. So one more thing I would like to stress is that the smoke which produced by these energy sources are not at all good for the health. And it is like you can very well smoke 6 cigarettes in 15 minutes than to smoke, inhale a 1 gram tissue smoke from these energy sources. And also in this COVID era, COVID times, this smoke can be a transmitter of the virus. One should be careful and use specifically designed air filters in the exit port. So a lot of options available. All these energy sources are able to perform whatever the desired function we want, and it is the surgeon's responsibility to understand the technology behind it and also use it accordingly in the case situations. Thank you. Thank you once again for the wonderful opportunity given to me. Thank you, sir.